My name is John Cummings. I'm a civil litigator with Eisenhower Carlson in Tacoma, Washington. I also pro tem judge at courts of limited jurisdiction, mostly in Pierce County, and I run a legal clinic for name changes and aligning documents with people's identities. Pro bono service is essential to the law. We as attorneys have a unique opportunity to expand access to justice.
John knows that the legal system has this incredible responsibility to not just represent those of power, but represent those that are vulnerable. He really tries to share his gifts with other people. He wants people, especially young people, to have that support, to get that encouragement, to be the best people they can be. He just has the biggest heart.
Through my volunteer work with Oasis Youth Center and the Rainbow Center and other places, I knew there was a need to really help people walk through that journey of claiming their name and the name and identity that belongs to them. So we founded the Name Change Clinic first as part of the Robert J. Bryan Inn of Court here in Pierce County. We started working on those clinics about 3 or 4 years ago, and it has now grown to a place where we're doing clinics every month. We're partnered also with Tacoma Pro Bono. A name change may not seem like a really important thing or a very complicated thing, but it really is life-saving work. Life-saving and life-changing. A lot of our work helps LGBT individuals, a lot of trans kids.
The trans youth, the second highest rate of death among them is suicide. And especially now in a world where they're being told that they don't matter and they don't add value, and maybe they're feeling like people don't want them here. When somebody shows up and says, I was contemplating suicide, being able to meet people in that place and give them hope, I think that it is inspirational.
What we know about the statistics of trans kids and gender nonconforming kids is that when somebody is affirmed, given dignity, taken care of, they are less likely to die by suicide. They are more likely to thrive, and to see someone's dignity affirmed, whether they're a kid or an adult, is magical. You just see light kind of shine out of that person. We're also seeing right now efforts being made to disenfranchise women and take away the right of all women to vote, and it affects all women, including straight cis women. For example, a birth certificate does not match a passport, and our clinic is helping battle that by tying up those paper trails and ensuring that women continue to have the right to vote.
We also serve victims of sex trafficking. I had a foster care mix-up situation. So we serve a lot of people through that clinic.
Clinic that partners with LGBT organizations and non-LGBT organizations is helping to keep everybody safe.
John leads with kindness and humanity, and he never forgets who's in the room. He is looking out for the clients and the attorneys. And so that's how you build a community instead of a clinic. You invest in all of the people. And we found out that other programs weren't doing as well. And John's like, all right, we gotta get on that. Let's pick up the phone and call, and let's staff these other clinics.
People use words like charisma. If you looked it up in a dictionary, you'd see John Cummings. That warmth, that approachability, that willingness to always reach people where they're at and make everyone feel valued and that what they have to say matters. John, you are so deserving. You have done so much for the community. You have been so intentional in sharing your gifts with other people. And I know there are countless people whose lives are better because what you have brought into their lives.
I cannot express how important it is to uplift these voices. A very, very special thank you to Oasis Youth Center and Tacoma Pro Bono, to everyone who's ever participated in the clinic, and of course, my husband Ross, who I love very much.